And before we get started, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the bell, make sure that you click all to get all the notifications for the videos that I drop. Yo, everybody, what is up? It's your boy Ghostdog back in the house with another Marvel Contest Champion video. And I'm going to revisit a series I did a couple of years ago. And that series was my class-based champs, my favorites, my wants, and my honorable mentions, along with some champs that I'm not necessarily fond of. But there's not many of those, which I don't even know if I'll even have time to talk about those today. But so it's going to be an everyday event until I get through all 6 classes. And then I may even do a 7th day of just my favorite teams. We'll see. I don't know. The teams actually honestly change based on what I need path-wise. But I do, if I have like just a standard path, mainstay team, I do have one of those that I pretty much are go-to. But every now and then I do like to kind of switch it up and bring other champs that I want to use, just because they'd be fun more so than anything else. It gets kind of boring using the same champs over and over and over again. All right, so every day, starting today, starting with the science class, we'll be moving forward, talking about my favorites in that class. And we're only going to be doing champs I have. So these ones that are in color, we'll talk about faves and honorable mentions. And then in the ones that are not in color, like you can see here, the ones that are grayed out, but they're part of that class, we'll talk about my wants out of that class. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. My number one favorite science champ in the game today. This could change a year or two from now, but as of today, it is still this guy here. It is Human Torch. Pulled him as a 6-star at the end of 2019 and did not awaken him for almost 2 years. But he was my second ranked 3 6-star. I did finally get him awakened. As you can see there, his awaken ability just helps him get his pre-fight back. At SIG 20, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, I don't think it gets that big of a deal at SIG 200, to be honest with you. It's still just a chance, and we know how chances work in this game. So, but yeah, the Nova Flames, great against Mystics, always getting banned in War with this new season. Always banned. I have not played with Torch one time in War this season. Look here, guys. There's better champs out there. Spidey 2099. There's Doom. There's other champs like that. I'm just saying that because I really want to bring my Human Torch in to melt down Mystics. Ban those guys. Don't ban him. All right. So that's my second favorite champ for me in this class that I use and play with on a regular basis is Immortal Abomination. Now, I really like this champ. The fact that he can heal back from the poison damage that he does not take, but how he can also hit poison champs as well as immune champs with acid burn. And the acid burn is great to see. You can get it one of 2 ways. You can launch a special 3 and hit them with an acid burn, or if the champ can be poisoned, you just hit them with a special 2. Once they build up to 9 poison charges, then the acid burn will kick in. And with that, you also get this field around you. I forget what it's called exactly. It's like a corrosive field or some sort. Toxic aura. It lasts for 10 seconds. But it consumes one for poisons that you have on yourself. It consumes those first before it starts ticking away. So as long as you have a poison debuff on you, you can start. You can keep that aura up for a long period of time. Continue to inflicting poisons on the champ and rotating acid burns. Kind of how I took care of this Mojo boss in the last war. I really wish I would have recorded that so I could add it to the channel somewhere at some point. Would have really been really nice to see because I didn't have a better counter with Human Torch being banned. I didn't have a better counter for Mojo, and so I decided to use Immortal Abomination, and it worked out really well. Took him down with a solo. All right, so that's Immortal Abomination. And then number 3 on my list is my newest rank 3. I just did a video on him, and that's going to be Overseer. Overseer kind of grew on me kind of quick. With again Torch being banned, I was looking for an alternative for the mall boss that I was going to be taking care of. And obviously, I don't have Spider-Man 2099 either. So I was like, all right. So I'm looking at other options, and I was like, well, I could rank 2 and maybe even rank 3 Overseer. So as you can see, that video got spread over a couple of days because I thought I had enough to do a rank 2 and a rank 3, and I didn't. So I just kind of spotted it out for 2 days, cut it, pasted it all together, and gave you 16 minutes of a 30-minute video. And so that's how this guy came about. And actually, as a rank 2, the fight went a lot better than it did when I had him at rank 3. But both were solos. The only biggest difference was I had a falter on me and didn't realize I had a falter on me and swung at Maul and got a big degeneration from that, which almost killed me. Almost. But I'm glad I survived that and then was able to finish that fight off. So yeah, Overseer has found a way into my heart, and I'm going to learn more about him as well going forward. All right, so some honorable mentions. Man, words are tough. They're tough, I tell you. First off, Thing, Sig 180, one of my defenders. I know Dreamin' was like pretty mad I didn't take him up as my first Science rank 3 when I did have him duped 3 times. It didn't have Human Torch not awakened not once, but I took Human Torch first. But it's not that I dislike Thing. I just found more use for Human Torch. I was looking more for my attack team than I was for my defense at the time. But eventually, not long after, I took Thing up to rank 3. And there you see there, he sits at Sig 180. So I even gave him 6 stones over Human Torch, which is okay because he needs that for his ability to be more effective. I could have taken him to Sig 200. You'll see that as a theme on a lot of my rank 3 6 stars that I stopped at like Sig 180 just because once you get to 200, if you dupe that champ again, right at this time, you get nothing for them. Maybe that will change in the future. Maybe it won't. I have one Sig 200 champ. You'll see him probably on the next video when I talk about the skill class. Another honorable mention, Captain America, Infinity War. Biggest reason he's not ranked 3 is because I don't have enough SIGs to put into him to really make him what I would consider effective. So that's the reason why he's still sitting at rank 2. You don't need the damage abilities for him to be ranked 3. Those don't come from his awakened ability. His awakened ability gives you that leadership, which gives you a higher percentage for these things to take place. And that's kind of what you're looking for when you're talking about an awakened Captain America Infinity War. And then 2 other ones. I did take up Immortal Hawk recently. Not one of my favorites, but the community voted on him, said that I should take him up and learn him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking him up. I'm going to learn him. I'm going to try to get better with him so that I can take him into content and really enjoy, I guess, what everybody else is talking about him. I don't see it yet, but, I got a lot to learn still. A lot to learn. And then Red Hawk will be my final honorable mention. And I really enjoy using him. He's really great against Bishop. Hazard shift nodes with the one with the Incinerate and Poison because he consumes both Incinerate and Poison and turns into heat charges, which is really nice for increasing his secondary damage numbers. It helps out a ton there. All right. So those are my honorable mentions. I am leaving out a few. We got Mr. Fantastic. We also have Miles Morales. And then we also have She-Hulk. And the only reason I'm not mentioning Void, 1, I've never played Void outside of Arena. 2, he's not awakened, so I'm probably not going to use him until he's awakened or rank him until he's awakened. It doesn't make sense at that point. And that's the reason why I probably haven't taken Void up. Now, some of the ones I don't really care for. Oh, and Wasp. I forgot about Wasp. Wasp was an honorable mention too. Sentry and Yellow Jacket. Even though Yellow Jacket got a buff, I'm not really finding his playstyle to be that much better. Sentry, we know. Ant-Man. Come on, Ant-Man. And then OG Hulk. why can't OG Hawk hit like the other Hawks? We really need to get on board on that and get OG Hawk up there with the other Hawks, like Immortal Hawk and Red Hawk and She-Hawk and Overseer, and get him some good damage. It doesn't make sense that he has to get hit to have good damage. He's Hawk. He should have good damage regardless. And then my faves, or my wants. I already did my faves. My wants. There's 2 champs in the science class that I do not have. Actually 3, now that I think about it. In the science class I don't have. One would be Anti-Venom. The second would be Mr. Negative. And I do know there's a little different play style with him that I would need to learn. Because I don't think I even have it as a 5-star. And then Spidey 2099, who I am looking forward to getting hopefully one day soon. If you didn't know that I was looking for him, where have you been? But yeah, he just brings something different to the roster that I don't. I think all 3 of those champs bring something different to my roster that I do not have currently on the roster at this time. So that is going to be it. I'm going to try to make these short and sweet for each one of these videos so that I'm not just killing a bunch of airtime talking. But you guys know I can get to rambling and I'll look up. It'll be a 20-minute video. So we're going to just keep it nice and short. It's right at 11 minutes, but this is the first one. The next one hopefully should be under 10 minutes. Kind of go forward from there. But that's going to be it. If you have a favorite champ or champs that you like using from the science class, leave it in the comments below. And if you thought I might have missed on somebody that I do have playable, and let me know about it. Send me a link to a description of a YouTube video. I'll be glad to check it out. I'm be on vacation. Or not vacation. I'm be on business over the next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But I'm going to try to have videos that come out while I'm gone, except for maybe Friday. I'm definitely going to have one. I had one yesterday, which was Tuesday. I'll have one today, which is Wednesday. And I'll try to have one more for Thursday. And then we'll take a small break and we'll come back Friday or next Monday, next Tuesday, wrapping up on Wednesday with the final segment. So tomorrow will be the science class or the skill class, and we'll talk about them. All right, until then, it's your boy Ghostdog signing out. Peace.